Today, we're going to talk about some of the equipment that may be ordered for you when you return home. The first piece of equipment I'd like to discuss is the wheelchair. This wheelchair is similar to the one we'll be ordering for you when you return home. The wheelchair has what we would call push to lock brakes. In order to engage your brakes, you push the lever forward. In order to release the brakes, you pull the brakes backward. It's important when getting into or coming out of your wheelchair that you engage the brakes for safety. The second piece is the leg rests. They swing out of the way to allow ease of entering and exiting the wheelchair. To operate the leg rests, first swing the footplate out of the way. Then use the lever to swing the leg rest out. Once the leg rests are in the open position, it can be easily lifted off of the wheelchair. There are two pins on the wheelchair that align the two holes on the leg rest for easy reassembly of the leg rest. The wheelchairs also fold for ease of storage and transportation. In order to fold the wheelchair, you first remove the leg rests on both sides, and then you're going to remove the cushion. Once the cushion and the leg rests are off, you take the wheelchair from the center and pull up, and the wheelchair will collapse, leaving a much smaller package for storage or transportation. Transportation wheelchair. In certain instances, we will order what we call a transportation wheelchair. The transportation wheelchairs are designed to be moved around from place to place. They have smaller wheels in the back, which makes it easier to travel with and are lighter in weight. These transportation wheelchairs are managed very similarly to a regular wheelchair. To fold them up, you take them away from the center and lift up. However, this has the advantage of two levers in the back that will fold the armrest down to allow for a much smaller package that is easy to fit into a car for travel and transportation. Wheeled walker. The wheeled walkers will be set up and adjusted by your therapist. However, it should be at a comfortable height, approximately hip level with about a 15-degree bend in your elbow. The walkers function by pushing forward, similar to how you would use a shopping cart. There are two buttons on the top of the walker. When you press the button, it will unlock the walker to allow it to be folded for storage or transportation. When you open the walker, it's important that you hear a click when it is fully open to indicate that it's locked in place. Rollator. Another option for support when you're walking is the use of what we call a rollator. A rollator is similar to a wheeled walker. However, it has wheels on the front and back, offering a greater amount of mobility. However, it does sacrifice a little bit in terms of support. Rollators function by rolling while you're walking. The brakes work in two directions. You can squeeze the handles for a temporary brake, or you can push the handles down to lock them into place. Once the handles are locked into place, you can turn around with both hands on the handrests. You can then sit down. When you stand up, it is important again to have both hands on the handrests. You can then turn around and pull the brakes up to unlock them. To fold, you can flip up the seat and then pull the bar in the center, and it will fall into itself. For those who go home with a greater amount of mobility, a cane is often prescribed instead of a walker. The cane will offer a greater amount of mobility. However, it sacrifices a little bit of support offered by the walker. The two types of canes that we often prescribed are the 4-point or quad cane and the single point or single access cane. These canes will be adjusted and trained by your therapist. Hip kit. Often prescribed when people go home is what we would call a hip kit. A hip kit includes a variety of devices that help maintain your safety when you're in the community. These devices assist with your activities of daily living, or ADLs. Included in the hip kit are a long-handled shoe horn to assist in putting on your shoes, a sock aid to assist with putting on your socks, a dressing stick which can be used to pull up pants and perform similar tasks when getting dressed or toileting, and a reacher, which is used to retrieve items that are out of your grasp. It is important when you receive the reacher to keep it in an area where it's easily accessible. Suggestions include keeping it by the bedside when sleeping or on a table when sitting in the kitchen. If you don't have the reacher with you, or if you have to reach for the reacher, it defeats the purpose. If you have any questions about any of the equipment we discussed today, feel free to reach out to your therapist.